Surely each of us has wondered at some point, does time truly exist? And the existence of time itself is one of the greatest mysteries of the universe, isn't it? No need for further discussion. Time is one of the greatest mysteries of the universe. Thinkers, chemists, scientists, and even ordinary people like us have long questioned its existence. So, what is time, really? Time is understood in various ways, such as the continuous flow of existence and the unceasing sequence of events from the past to the present. The present and the future we know exist simultaneously. Events can be arranged in chronological order from the past to the present and then toward the future. This is also the unit for measuring the resolution of events and the distance between them. It is a continuous and measurable concept in which events occur sequentially from the past to the present and toward the future. And there are countless other definitions devised by humans, but unfortunately, none of them can accurately convey the concept. And even now, we still cannot comprehend what time truly is. Nevertheless, most people agree that time is a continuous flow from the past. The present and the future, along with all unfolding events, are neither reversible nor avoidable. This means we all agree that time is real and it truly exists. It seems like something so obvious and ever-present, simply because we live through each passing day. We live in a familiar routine. Go to school, go to work, then go home to sleep. We arrange everything into specific time frames to make life easier and more disciplined. However, many physicists oppose this view, as they believe that time does not truly exist. That is merely an illusion created by the human mind, and its existence is only recorded within our consciousness. Time waits for no one. I must go now. According to physicists, time does not pass or disappear, it simply exists as an unchanging entity. Additionally, time does not operate as a sequence of consecutive events, including the past, present, or future. These events are part of four-dimensional spacetime and have coexisted parallelly within it. But some events have happened, some are still ongoing, and others remain a great mystery to us. Humans always sharply distinguish between the past, present, and future, but as the scientific genius Albert Einstein once observed, the distinction between past, present, and future is ultimately nothing more than a stubbornly persistent illusion. As early as the 17th century, André Lascelles, a German Catholic priest, physician, and renowned mystical religious poet, once stated, "Time is made within yourself, like the ticking of a clock echoing in your mind. When you stop thinking, that very moment is when time comes to a complete halt." Wheeler-DeWitt equation. The Wheeler-DeWitt equation suggests that time exists in a distinct manner, but it once faced prolonged controversy because the scientific community at the time struggled to accept the idea that time does not exist as a physical entity. Infinite Revolution *, a work exploring physicist stank. Many centuries ago, Bishop Augustine of Hippo, one of the world's most renowned thinkers on the nature of time, made a profoundly enigmatic statement on the subject. "When no one asks, I understand everything, but when someone tells me to explain, I don't know what to say." Augustine and some Christian thinkers believe that, regarding time and God, he exists in the eternal heavenly realm, transcending time, for it is a place where the present never ends. In that world, time does not pass as it does in our space, just a fleeting glance is enough to see everything at once. According to ancient Christian belief, God not only exists beyond time but also comprehends the past, present, and future in their entirety. Time remains perhaps one of humanity's greatest mysteries. If humanity steps beyond the boundaries of current science, perhaps we will discover the answer that has existed all along. The mystery of a magnetic moon, larger in size than a planet and observable from Earth. NASA's latest survey has revealed astonishing discoveries about Ganymede. The largest moon in the solar system orbits Jupiter, a giant gas planet. New data from NASA's Juno spacecraft reveals that intense radiation has altered the polar regions of Ganymede in ways never before observed. According to Dr. Alessandro Mura, a member of the research team at the National Institute of Astrophysics in Rome, Italy. At the end of December 2019, during a survey flight, the Juno spacecraft mapped the north pole of this moon. Under infrared light, the phenomenon of plasma clustering in this region was revealed. This plasma stream consists of charged particles from the Sun, trapped by Jupiter's extremely powerful magnetic field. Unlike all other moons in the solar system, Ganymede has its own magnetic field. Like a planet, It helps guide the plasma flow toward the two poles. This phenomenon has been recorded on Earth under a fairly common name, the aurora. This phenomenon compresses the ice at the Moon's poles, altering its molecular structure and causing it to become amorphous. Ganymede is the largest moon of Jupiter and also the largest natural satellite in the solar system. It has a radius 0.4 times that of Earth, meaning it is larger than both Mercury and Pluto. This moon is so large that, during the phases when it approaches Earth, you could simply raise your hand and completely block it from view. We can observe it with personal astronomy equipment. Before Juno, NASA's Galileo spacecraft, another NASA probe, had also explored this giant moon. This very spacecraft discovered Ganymede's magnetosphere along with a subsurface ocean. The terrifying truth about Earth's light signals being intercepted in space. That strange light looked like a flickering lightning bolt emanating from the distant, dark void. It was identified as originating from a galaxy 140 million light-years away from Earth. Scientists from Northwestern University and the California Institute of Technology, USA, have traced the origin of this mysterious signal. And the confirmation is none other than the brilliant remnants of a giant star. This giant star is believed to have died, then shrank and became a white dwarf. A tiny object, yet it harbors a terrifying source of energy. A white dwarf gradually ends its life cycle in a brilliant supernova explosion. However, if it were just an ordinary death, the light signal received from Earth wouldn't be this intense. Perhaps an invisible hand of dark energy contributed to the death of this star. Dark energy is also the factor causing the light emitted from supernovae to be primarily in the ultraviolet spectrum. According to Dr. Ada Miller, a research team member from Northwestern University, the ultraviolet rays emitted from this stellar explosion are an extremely rare phenomenon, never before observed in any previous stellar explosions. Dark energy is estimated to make up about 68% of the total energy in the universe. But it has never been seen directly because it is too dark. However, with this explosion, dark energy has indirectly revealed its presence. By creating an explosion that emits mysterious ultraviolet rays, consuming, devouring a living companion star in a binary star system, it exploded and died, or became a companion star before both turned into white dwarfs. Then, the two white dwarf stars merged and exploded, forming a double-type supernova. Here are the natural English translations of the given Vietnamese text. A lost planet, located 620 light-years from Earth, has just been rediscovered with many fascinating features. The planet named Enriti S11b is located in another solar system. Centered around a G-type parent star, this system was discovered in 2018 by NASA's TESS satellite, a spacecraft dedicated to surveying exoplanets. But then, it suddenly disappeared for 27 straight days. Then suddenly reappeared in the lens of the Next Generation Telescope at Zitsurvey. Located in Chile for 79 consecutive days. Astronomers have studied and determined that the strange disappearance phenomenon occurred due to the TESS satellite moving unintentionally. To bring that mysterious planet into the camera's view, the spectacular escape from planet TESS's atmosphere captured the special attention of the leading research team. Dr. Samuel Gill from the University of Warwick, UK, decided to delve deeper into this issue. This planet completes one orbit around its parent star in 35 days and is identified as a gas planet with a mass approximately 0.344 times that of Jupiter. However, it is much cooler compared to Mercury and Venus in the solar system. At 160 degrees Celsius, this environment is still far hotter than the threshold that allows the survival of ordinary organisms. But there is still hope, as this planet lies right on the edge of the Goldilocks zone, the habitable region around its host star. Previous astronomical studies indicate that the vicinity of this habitable zone, under certain special conditions, there could still exist a planet or moon cold enough to sustain liquid water while also supporting extraterrestrial life. Therefore, we have every reason to hope that this planet possesses a few moons. And one of those moons has conditions suitable for sustaining life, similar to some other moons in the solar system. Moon Europa or Saturn. These two moons are believed to contain water, but they lie far beyond the habitable zone, the region limited from Venus to Mars in the solar system.